Hello friends, welcome back to our channel NEET Biology Expert. I am Dr. Parveen. In this lecture series, we are studying Class 12 Biology, Principles of Inheritance and Variations chapter. In this particular lesson, we are going to learn an important trick how to solve a pedigree problem given in the examination. See, in our previous lesson, we have learned the types of inheritance of the genetic disorders. There are 4 types of inheritance patterns when a genetic disease is being inherited. They are autosomal dominant, autosomal recessive, X-linked dominant and X-linked recessive. So, how these diseases are inherited? In order to understand that, we have certain rules or key points. So, this we learned in detail in our previous lesson. So, in order to identify a pedigree diagram, we have to follow these rules and guidelines, whether the pedigree chart follows these rules. If it follows this condition, then this is autosomal dominant. If this follows this the condition, then that is a X-linked dominant. Like that, we could able to categorize. Okay. For everything, there is a shortcut, right? So similarly, to identify this 4 type of inheritance pattern, there is a quick shortcut guide. So let us learn that in this lesson. What is that? See, if you were given a pedigree chart in the examination, you will be asked to identify. So identify the type of inheritance pattern for the given pedigree chart. This will be your question. Okay. So instead of thinking about the long key points and other terminologies, here we are going to apply a small formula. So in this formula, we have just 2 questions to be asked by looking at the chart. So your first question will be, is all the affected children have at least one affected parent? Okay, this will be your first question. So here you have to remember that the question has the word all. That means whatever affected children given in the pedigree chart, you have to look at all the affected children. Okay, not even one generation. Okay, all the generations. So is all the affected children have at least one affected parent? That means either father or mother, at least one of them should be affected. So if the answer for this question is yes, from your pedigree chart, then you can blindly say this is a dominant trait. Okay. Suppose if the answer for this question is no, then you can say this is a recessive trait, right? So this is your first question. All affected children have at least one affected parent. If your answer is yes, this is a dominant trait. If your answer is no, this is a recessive trait. So here we have categorized the 4 type of inheritance into a dominant and recessive. Now we have to know whether this is X-linked dominant or autosomal dominant, or an X-linked recessive or an autosomal recessive, right? So this will be our next step. So for this next step, we have to ask the second question. Okay. So if this is a dominant trait, then focus on male. Focus just on the male, affected male given in the pedigree chart, not on the female. Okay. So now ask yourself, all the affected male have affected mother and affected daughters? Is all the affected males have affected mothers and affected daughters? That means here the affected male is there. Okay. So from his mother, he got this disease and he is passing this disease to his daughter. So this is the pattern here, right? So here male, here female, here female. So this is the pattern. This is the pattern. Okay. So female to male to female. So if this pattern runs like this, then if your answer for this question is yes, then this is a X-linked dominant type of inheritance. If the answer for this question is no, then this is an autosomal dominant type of inheritance. Got it? So if it is a dominant trait, just focus on the male. Okay, and ask yourself the second question. If the answer is yes, then that is an X-linked dominant. If it is no, then that is a autosomal dominant. Fine. Okay, now the second category. So in the first question, if the answer is no, that means the recessive trait is there. Then focus on the females given in the chart, affected female. Okay, so look at only the affected female, not the male. Okay, now ask yourself whether all the affected females have affected fathers and affected son. All the affected females have affected father and affected son. So what do you understand here? This is just opposite of the previous thing what we have seen here. If the female is affected, okay, she is affected because the gene passed from the father to this daughter, okay, and from the daughter the gene passed to the son. So here the thing is a female, male, from the male to the female and from the female to the male. This is just opposite of the previous. So if this pattern runs like this, okay, this is a recessive trait, okay. So here you have to ask like this. So if the answer for your question, this is yes, then this is an X-linked recessive type of inheritance. If the answer for this question is no, then this is an autosomal recessive type of inheritance. Got it? So this is only one chart which you have to remember. It contains two important questions. All affected children have at least one affected parent. Yes means dominant trait. Then focus on the male. No means recessive trait. Then focus on the female. Got it? So this is the simple technique. Now let us apply this technique and find out some answer for some questions. So look at this picture. So try to find out. Your picture will be like this. It will be given in the examination and the options will be like this. Okay. So autosomal dominant, recessive, X-linked dominant and X-linked recessive. These are the options. So how to identify this? So let us take the formula. Apply the formula. First question, all the affected children have at least one affected parent. Okay. See here, one affected child and another affected child. So this affected child has an affected parent. Yes, right? Similarly, this affected child belongs to the same parent. So the answer is yes. Look at the next generation. This is generation 1, this is generation 2, generation 3. Should not stop with one generation. Look completely the chart. Okay. So look at the third generation here. These are the affected children. They have at least one affected parent. Here the father is affected. So here the answer is yes. So this satisfies the first question. That means all affected children have at least one affected parent. So the answer is yes. Then what type of trait this is? This is a dominant trait, right? Since this is a dominant trait, what will be your second question? Now you have to focus only on the affected male, not on the female. Forget all this female, okay? Just focus only on this affected male and ask the second question. So what is the second question? All affected male have affected mother and affected daughter. Okay, look here, he is the affected male. His mother is affected? No, right? His daughter is affected? Yes, daughter is affected. So here the question, all affected male have affected mothers and affected daughters. Should be both, not only one. Okay. The affected male should have both affected mother and affected daughter, not just mother or not just daughter. Then this will not satisfy the second rule. Okay. So what will be the answer for this? This is no. Why? Because the mother is not affected. Mother looks healthy. So here this is no. So what is the answer for this question? This is an autosomal dominant type of inheritance. Understand? Let us see some more examples. So look at this picture. What type of inheritance this chart represents? Again, let us apply the formula. All affected children have at least one affected parent. So where is the affected children here? The red one or the affected one? Okay. So here one affected child, here one affected child. So the affected children has at least one affected parent. Yes. Okay. So here one affected child is there. So the affected child has at least one affected parent. Yes. So the answer is yes. This belongs to a dominant trait. Then ask the second question. That means focus on the male. Focus on the male and ask the second question. All the affected male have affected mother and affected daughters. So he is the affected male. He has affected mother. But where is the daughter? The next generation for this male is not given, right? So if it is not given means he is not having any affected daughter. That we have to take it in that sense, okay? So here his daughter is not affected. That means other ways we can say he is not having daughters like this, okay? So here the answer for this question will be no. Because not mentioned anything about the daughter of that affected father. Okay, so no. So Only he has affected mother and affected daughter is not shown in the picture. So we have to take it as no. So what will be the type of inheritance here now? This is an autosomal dominant type of inheritance pattern. Understood? Okay. So let us move on to the third example. So look at this picture. What type of inheritance this represents? Again, apply the formula. Affected children. Here one affected child, affected child. Affected children have affected parent, at least one affected parent. So the answer is yes. So here affected children have at least one affected parent. Yes. So this comes under dominant trait. Then focus on the male. So whether all the affected male has affected mother and affected daughter? Yes. He is having affected mother and his both daughters are affected, right? So this type of inheritance is X-linked dominant type of inheritance. You understand now? Okay. So let us move on to the next example. Look here, this chart looks bigger, right? So let us, don't worry about the size of the chart or how much ever complicated it is. Just apply our formula. So the first question, all affected child, this affected child, this affected child, this affected child, they have at least one affected parent? Yes, the answer is yes. Here one affected child, at least one affected parent? Yes. Here affected child, at least one affected parent? Yes. So this satisfies all the things, okay, of this first question. So this chart satisfies the first question. That means all affected children have at least one affected parent. So this belongs to a dominant trait. Then forget about all the females, affected female. Just focus on the male. Affected male has affected mother. Similarly, affected male has affected daughter. Yes. Then what is this type of inheritance? This is again X-linked dominant type of inheritance. Right? Fine. So let us see another example. Look at this chart, this pedigree chart. So what type of inheritance pattern this shows? Apply the formula. All affected children have at least one affected parent. So here one affected child, okay. So look at their parents. The parents are not affected. That means the answer for your first question is no. So no means this is a recessive trait. Again, to confirm that, you have to see the next generation also. Not with one generation, you have to stop it, right? So go to the next generation because you have here another affected child. So the affected child, parents are not affected. Okay. So here again, the answer is no. So this is a Pakka recessive trait. Okay. Now, if this is a recessive trait, what will be your next focus? You have to focus on the affected females, not on the males, affected females. Okay, focus on this female, affected female. So all the affected female have affected father and affected son. Ask this question. Okay, so she is the affected female. Look at her father. Father is not affected. Where is the son? Son is not given. So not given means not affected. So father is also not affected. Son is also not affected. So the answer for this is no. So what type of pattern this is? This is autosomal recessive type of inheritance. Understand? So you have to look at every generation and all the affected person. If something is not given, then you have to take it as a negative. That means that is not present like that. Accordingly, you have to write this. Okay. Now, let us see another example. Okay. This is again given in the NCERT book. Okay. So look at this picture and find out the types of inheritance. Apply the formula again. All the affected children have at least one affected parent. So this is an affected child, affected child. These two affected children have at least one affected parent. No, parents are not affected, right? So here the answer is no. Again here another affected child is there. So the affected child have at least one affected parent. No, the answer here is no. So this belongs to a recessive trait. If this is a recessive trait, then you have to focus on the females, right? So focus on this female, focus on this female. Whether this affected female has affected father and affected son. So she has healthy father and son is not given again. Okay, again the same thing. What type of inheritance this is? This is an autosomal recessive type of inheritance. Okay, see, Autosomal recessive type of inheritance. Fine. Let us move on to one more example. Look at this picture. See, in this picture, there is something, a small difference you could see. So what is that? First, let us apply the formula. Okay, see here. All the affected children, here one affected child. Affected children have at least one affected parent. Yes. Go to the next generation. Here one generation is there. But this father is affected. Where is the partner for this father? That means where is the mother for this child? It is not shown in the picture, right? So if it is not shown in the picture, then you have to consider this as a healthy parent. Okay. So that means this parent is unaffected. So you can draw by yourself in the examination. Okay. So since it is not given, it is understood that the mother is a healthy mother. So without the parent, you don't have the next generation, right? So here the father is affected, whereas the mother is not affected. That's why not shown in the picture pedigree. Okay. Whereas out of 4 children, 2 daughters were affected. This is the scenario. Similarly here, look here. The mother is affected, and out of the 4 kids, 2, 1 boy and 1 girl is affected, but the father is not shown in the picture. That means you can draw by yourself for understanding this is an unaffected father. Okay, unaffected father. So that's why it is not shown in the picture, healthy father. Okay, so let us try to find out the type of inheritance pattern. So here, for the first generation, the answer is yes. Okay, here for the second generation, so affected children have one affected parent. Answer is yes. Here the affected children have one affected parent. Answer is yes. So this is a dominant trait. So if this is a dominant trait, focus on the affected males. Affected males have affected mother and affected daughters. Yes. The answer is yes. So this is a X-linked dominant type of inheritance. Yes, understand? Okay. So these are some examples we have seen so far. And another important point here is in the examination, they will not just give only the inheritance, types of inheritance. Sometimes they will give you the name of the diseases directly. Okay. So in such case, you have to remember all the diseases, whatever coming under this inheritance patterns with examples. This is very, very important for the exam point of view. Okay. See here. Autosomal dominant. Example for autosomal dominant diseases are Huntington disease and Marfan syndrome. Examples for autosomal recessive disease are cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia, and Tay-Sachs disease. Example for X-linked dominant disorders are Rett syndrome, vitamin D resistant rickets. Okay. And for X-linked recessive disorders, color blindness, hemophilia A, fragile X syndrome. See, for example, if a question is like this, okay, so instead of being given like this, they will give here the name of the diseases. Okay, so this is a X-linked dominant, right? So instead of the X-linked dominant, they may give you vitamin D resistant rickets, hemophilia, sickle cell anemia, Tay-Sachs disease. So find out the type of the disease. So first you apply the formula and find out what type of inheritance pattern this is. Then you look at the examples and see which example comes under that inheritance pattern. Okay. So this is how we have to answer the questions. Okay. Right. So this one picture is our simple trick. Just remember this picture. This picture carries just 2 questions. Okay. So you have to apply these 2 questions, and whether the given pedigree chart is a very simple chart or very complicated chart, just by applying this formula, we can identify any type of inheritance pattern given in the examination with this simple trick. I hope this is clear for you. Our next session will be about genetic disorders, particularly Mendelian disorder. If you like this session, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Meet Biology Expert. Thank you.